this 90% of the neighborhood is like this neighborhood. Yeah. You saw, like, when we first pulled in, you could see the ones that were not flooded, you know, like, so you've got 5 or 6 that are not flooded for 50 that are, you know.
If we don't have the proper response from the nation and the world to get these people back on their feet, you know, a lot of people lost their homes and they didn't have flood insurance because they had no idea that they needed flood insurance. And because they had everything tied up in their home, they have nothing, you know, and they don't have a place to come back to. And the checks that people can write, whether it's the federal government or charities, they can't be big enough because we're talking about billions of dollars worth of damage. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of people who've been affected. And we're talking about, you know, people who really couldn't afford this to begin with. So my hope is that going forward, people realize just what a huge disaster was. The biggest disaster in the history of Baton Rouge, you know, one of the biggest in the history of this country. And we can't just ignore it. Otherwise, we're going to have a lot bigger problems going forward.
And I know you're passionate.
I got to my place, started throwing things in a bin, just try to get a few personal items and get out of there. And as I was putting things in the bin, the water was rising. We ended up getting 5 foot of water for 7 days. As far as I know, I don't know anyone that has received any kind of governmental assistance or money from FEMA as of right now.
I guess the sad thing is the people. Where are they now? Are they in the shelter? I don't know.
Do you think they're going to rebuild
Probably.
these houses?
Some people are not going to be able to rebuild because they don't have flood insurance. So here's the thing. You don't have flood insurance. FEMA gives you, the average is $7,500 right now, $7,300. That's not even going to pay for the sheetrock. So you just wonder, how are they going to rebuild? I don't know how they could rebuild.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one that didn't flood.
It's heartbreaking.
And I feel so guilty that I didn't. I know, but it's...
I know. Yeah, but you know what? I didn't flood either, and that's the only reason, and she didn't either. That's the only reason why we can help others.
That's right. No, because this is not in a flood zone. This neighborhood is not in a flood zone. These people never flood. I mean, yeah.
I lost everything, but I feel fortunate. I feel really, really fortunate that, you know, I'm able to move on. So.